Hello and welcome to Patrick and Elisa Arundel to our Astrology and Spirituality Daily Overview, which begins today on Monday the 30th of March. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to tell you about a major event that's going to be happening today, shortly. But first, Elisa's going to give a slightly different perspective, I hope, on how we might grapple with the COVID-19 virus situation from an emotional viewpoint that we're all being affected by.
Thank you, Patrick. So I feel like the spiritual community, holistic community, are doing an incredible job of
Absolutely.
really raising the vibration, sending healing, sending prayers, and keeping the vibration high. I think at the same time we can have different emotions running alongside each other. So we can also feel that grief and that sadness, and that it's okay to feel that grief and sadness whilst we pour that love and light into a situation, because there is a lot to be gained from trying to keep the vibe high, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely brilliant because, you know, it is so unique, isn't it? You know, it's affecting us in so many different ways around our ability to move around. There's going to be a lot of isolation going on. And I think, you know, COVID-19 is a tragic and awful infection, but actually on an everyday basis, isolation and loneliness are probably much greater killers. So in order to deal with this new virus, we have to impose even greater isolation. So the more that we can sort of allow people to have those feelings, I think that is right. But there is an amazing piece of news that's developing today, in that Mars, the planet of drive and passion and individuality, is moving into the sign of Aquarius today, where it's going to be for 6 weeks. Mars in Aquarius is an interesting one because Mars is about the south, and in the sign of Aquarius we have the more humanitarian energies of Aquarius sort of modify the more desire side led energies of Mars. So we can use drive and determination to help people on a more collective basis. So the whole concept of cooperation and working collegiately together is going to come much more to the fore over the next 6 weeks, which is what we really need. And one of the most heartwarming stories that I've seen over the last few days is, I think about 60 doctors from Cuba, known as the Whitecoats, have flown into Italy to provide their help and assistance. Also, Germany is receiving patients from Italy by air to treat them outside of Italy. And this kind of linking together is absolutely fabulous. So there is something that we can gain from Mars arriving in Aquarius today. And I feel, as Elisa said, also whilst we try to embrace the upside of humanity and share things, keep each other company digitally the best we can, it is also important, if people have a need to let go and just cry and release the sensitivity they're feeling, that's absolutely fine as well. So
I'd just like to say thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate you being part of this daily astrology and spirituality show.
yes, indeed, thank you so much. So for now, it's goodbye from her
And goodbye from him.
goodbye.
Goodbye.